What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the channel, and today's video is going to be a good one. It's going to be the beginning of a three-part little series. I'm going to call it the Battle of the 1-inch Sensors, and today's video is going to be about the Sony ZV-1, the OG, the original, the one that came out in 2020, 2021, give or take. And I'm going to talk about the good, the bad, the ugly, and whether it's still a good buy for you in 2025. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so let's get the elephant out of the room right now. At least for me, I just want to get this out there. I am a point and shoot camera fan. I love point and shoots. One of my first digital cameras I got, at least a higher quality digital camera I got, was a point and shoot camera. It was a little Lumix TZ or TS, I don't remember, 60Z, I don't know what the heck it was called. I'll put it on the screen. I can't remember what the hell it was called. But anyways, that was my first one. It shot 4K. I think it was a 1 2/3 sensor, so it was off on low light. It was Lumix back in the day before they had Phase Tech autofocus, so the autofocus was trash. It had no flip screen, but you know what? I loved it. I loved it. I just love point and shoot cameras. I love how small they are. I love how you can take them anywhere. So I think you already kind of know where I'm going to go with that as far as whether it's a good buy or not, but I'm going to give you the goods, the bads, and then you can, you know, decide whether you think this is even a good buy for you in 2025. Alright, so let's get the negatives out the way. So it has the 24-70 full frame equivalent lens, which can be a negative for people that want to vlog because you'll have that super wide field of view. And it's going to tie into the stabilization, because if you use a stabilization on this thing, which you kind of have to do because handheld movement can be kind of shaky, especially with it being such a small camera, you're going to get that cropped in look, so you're not going to have a really wide field of view first. So if you're a vlogger and you need that stable footage, that might be a no-go for you. Also, some people look into the fact that it does not have 10-bit color, so you cannot shoot an S-Log 3. Oh, you can, but it's not going to come out very good. And to me, what are we really talking about? Are we shooting short films? Are we shooting documentaries? Are we shooting full-length motion pictures on this? No, we're not. But for some people, it might be a negative, so you know, it is what it is. That's a negative. And lastly, the screen and menu system. Not touch screen, so you have no touch screen functionality. And the menu system is the older Sony menu system, which can have a learning curve if you've never used it before. So there's your negatives. Have the one I want. That sucks. Guess we'll have to go with option number 2. Oh yeah, so another negative I forgot. The battery life is not very good. I'm already on my last bar of battery right now, so hopefully I can make it through this video. Alright, so let's talk about the positives. We got the negatives out the way, so let's talk about the positives, the good things about this camera. First and foremost, the size. I mean, that's why people want a point and shoot camera, because it's small, it's compact, this thing can fit in your pocket. So, I mean, I don't really have nothing else to say, and it's still very powerful for what it is. You know, the image quality that you're getting out of it, nice, sharp, very good looking image that you get out of it. And you can shoot 20 megapixel raw photos that come out very nice. They look very good. They hold up against some of my more professional level photography cameras. Maybe not exactly the same. I'm not saying it's exactly the same. It's not apples to apples, but you know, it still holds up pretty damn good. Another positive is the built-in mic system on this. I think the ZV1 Mark II has a little bit better built-in mic system as far as directional mics, but the overall mic quality that you get out of this is very good compared to what you might get out of a smartphone. Maybe with the exception of like the iPhone 16 Pro and Pro Max. I think they got pretty good mics in them now, but for most smartphones, it's going to be better than those mic systems. Some of the other old point and shoot cameras that are out there, you know, I think this thing's going to have better mic quality than those cameras do. And the last positive that I love about this camera And I don't use it as much as I should, but I still like that it's there. It's the fact that it has built-in internal NDs. Brand's only, I think, like a 3-stop ND, I think. I don't know exactly off the top of my head. You know, it's not a massive amount of stops you get, but it's still there. It's still built in. You still have that option. And $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 mirrorless cameras still can't have built-in NDs in them. So yeah, the camera that you can get brand new for $600 or used for less than $500 has built-in NDs, but they can't figure out how to do it, or they just don't want to do it in the super expensive cameras. I don't know, maybe that's just a little bit of a rant, but I love that it has the internal NDs, so that's pretty freaking awesome. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so my final thoughts. Is this thing worth spending your hard-earned money on in 2025? And I think you already know my answer. I think the resounding yes. This Sony ZV-1 Mark I, the OG ZV-1 camera, is definitely worth it in 2025. Is it going to be your main camera? No, but if you are a content creator just starting off and you want to upgrade from your phone, or you want a BTS camera or a C camera, or just a camera you can go out and have fun with, take pictures and videos with the family, yeah, I think it's a great camera for that. Is this a camera for filmmakers, documentary people, all that stuff? No, I'm not talking to those people when it comes to this camera. I'm talking about, you know, first-time camera buyers, people on a budget, content creators looking to upgrade from your phone. I definitely think this is a great option. Does it have its shortcomings? Of course it does. Does it have its strengths? Of course it does. But overall, if you are looking at this camera, I definitely think for the price, again, it's about $600 brand new. I've gotten it or seen it for under $500 in the used market. That might be the best place to look for it if you can find it around, you know, $450, $500. I think it's a steal for that price. So anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. We'll see you at the next one.